Hi, this is Phil from PDQ Merchant Enterprises and the ATM Mastermind Group page, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about the top 5 ways to get an ATM location. Always remember, here at PDQ Merchant Enterprises and the ATM Mastermind Group page, we buy your freedom back one transaction at a time. Don't forget to register for our A to Z Masterclass down below by clicking the link and start your ATM journey today. Alright, so here we go. You guys have been asking for it. I see it always on the chat, so we decided to make this video the top 5 ways to get an ATM location. Alright, so way number 1, and this is my favorite, is get a Maven. Getting a Maven or getting a person to help you is always the best way. I find it is the easiest and surefire way to get an ATM location. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain what a Maven is, and I'm going to give you a secret to do it at the end of the video. Point number 2 is networking. So what I do is I put myself in a lot of situations where I can utilize somebody else's networking group to help us get ATM locations. So whatever that is, we're a part of a networking group for the Chamber of Commerce. We put ourselves in the local chamber, and now the local chamber knows that anything, if a new location or anything comes up, that we get first crack at this location because we're in this networking group. So we've done this for years and years. It's been very successful. So what I would suggest is you guys decide, you know what? Figure out what nice networking group could help you guys out. It might be a city chamber of commerce, might be something else, but I guarantee networking group always helps you get a bigger scope and more access to more people so you guys can put your ATM in those locations. Point number 3, you can always pick up the phone and cold call. What you're doing is you're going to figure out, what am I cold calling? Am I cold calling restaurants? Am I cold calling bars? Am I cold calling laundromats? Am I cold calling convenience stores, gas stations? Figure out a lane that you guys want to go in and then start cold calling. To me, I'm not a cold calling kind of guy, but to me, I'm more of a face-to-face. So that brings us to point number 4, is the drop-in. For me, I like to look at a list. I go to a city, I map out, hey, what are the locations? If I'm going to target convenience stores, I'll map out the city, and now I got directions, and I'll start going in. I go into the convenience stores and say, okay, does this have an ATM, yes or no? If it does, I just drop my card off, talk to the owner real fast and say, you know what, if you're not happy with your guy, here's your card, and start a conversation like that, and we map out a city, and we do that, or I do that at all the convenience stores, and I do it at all the hotels, and I do it at all the bars, and I do it all the gas stations, and I do it all the laundromats. And so now I canvas that whole city, and we move on to the next city. So that's what I like to do. I like to pop in, drop in, have a lot of different conversation. I also figure out who are my competitors in that space. What do I got to look for? What's the quality of the machine? Are they running Gen Mega, Balloon, Antle, or any of the other manufacturers? What do I do? Who are my competitors, and how? And I get to see. And I also see, what's the local surcharge? Is it $2? Is it $3? Is it $4? What is it? So I like to do a lot of drop-in. That really gives me a good idea of the local businesses, the local competition, what kind of locations that they're running, and who they are. So that's my favorite of all the different types, except for Maven, which we're going to get to in one second. Point number 5 is I create some marketing strategies that people decide to call me. I do a marketing strategy, and now it causes the phone to ring. When the phone rings, now I got a better opportunity to make a better deal for ourselves. Well, I always say is the best way to get an ATM location is have them call you. Phil, how do I do that? I've been in an ATM business, I can't get nobody to call you. It takes a little bit of time, but what you want to do is you want to create a marketing strategy that gets the phone to ring for you. That way you have better leverage, and you can always create a better deal. Sometimes when I go in a drop-in, you know what? It seems like I might be desperate. I position myself away from that, but sometimes business owners say, oh, well, what are you going to do for me? You know what we're going to do for you is provide you a great ATM, great service, and it's not going to run out of money. That's what I'm going to do for you. I'm not going to compete on price. I'm not a price competitor. I'm a quality service person, and we provide great service and for a competitive price, but I'm not giving my services away. So now we go back to point number 1, the Maven. Phil, what's a Maven? A Maven is somebody who can get you in the door who's already there. That's the way I describe it. So I always tell you guys, the soda guy, the pop guy, the chip guy, the beer distributor, liquor distributor, if a guy's a mechanic at a laundromat, those type of people who are already in the location, already have an existing relationship with that store, the person that I'm trying to go after. And you know what? Now we can power partner. They can represent me. They can say, you know what? I got this guy who's in the ATM business, a friend of mine. he's looking to put an ATM in your store, and I know him, he's a great guy. That person opens the door. It usually helps me that I don't have to compete on price. I can get a good service. I can get a good competitive location agreement for a longer period of time. And this always helps me out. It's my surefire way to always get in the door. Do I still have to sell myself? Absolutely. Do I have to make sure that we have a good product? Absolutely. But it just takes down some of the barriers. Always remember, they gotta know, like, and trust, right? So they gotta know you before they can like you. They gotta like you before they can trust you. And they gotta trust you before they're gonna do business with you. So don't forget that. A lot of times in this business, you guys are like, well, I went there, the guy don't have an ATM and don't want to deal with me. He don't know you, and he don't like you, he don't trust you. So nothing personal, but people want to do business with people they know, like, and trust, and this always helps out. That's why the Maven works all the time, because they already like this person. They're already doing business with them, and you're going off their reputation for you to get in the door. It shortens the distance and makes the time faster, and now you can get into this ATM business and faster. So don't forget about that. That's the best tip I got for you today, is get that Maven, because it works every time. So if you guys want to start your ATM business today, don't forget to register down below, and we got the ATM Masterclass. Just click the link below and it'll help you start your ATM journey today. Thank you guys very much.